name is Jeff Shrout, and this is my new life story. In accepting Christ at a young age, which was important, and I believe God captured my heart. I didn't know completely what that meant. But my efforts from there were, okay, now that Jesus, who was God that came in flesh, was perfect and died for my sins, he did all that and I've accepted him. Now I have to be really good. And so I have to do good stuff. So I tried to be really good and really nice and just bad thinking. But I can remember thinking of times of other kids. It's like, that's not a nice kid and I don't want to be that. As I went to college and was blessed with a college roommate our freshman year, and we had to figure out this faith thing on our own when we're out and we can make our own decisions, good or bad. And we wanted to live for Jesus, and yet we wanted to enjoy some of the things that the world offers. The enjoyment is ever so temporary, but it's there. I mean, had a mentor of mine say, well, yeah, sin's fun. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, that's what gets us there, but it doesn't last. The fun does not last. And so we really struggled in our freshman year to come to grips with that. And that's probably the turning point in my faith, is when I realized I can't just say I'm a Christ follower and just live however I want, because following Christ is about being a disciple. And if you're going to do that, then you really do have to give it up and give everything else up. And so church was always important, knowing not that we had to go to church, but church was a place of a community of believers that can continue to support and encourage us. And encourage us. So each time we moved, we focused on finding a church home so that we could be in community with believers. So we moved back, looking for different churches, and a friend of mine from the men's ministry at Heartland said, hey, let's go have coffee, and said, by the way, I'm having coffee, I want you to meet this pastor, and had coffee with him, and ended up meeting Troy. And so we're like, oh, well, we lived up north, and so like, yeah, we could go downtown and try this. This would be cool. We came just after Easter, about 4 or 5 weeks into it. Tammy's like, nobody's talking to us. Like, nobody says hi, and nobody's welcoming us. They were friendly. Everybody's friendly. And as we passed, it's just like, how are you? But nobody came up and engaged and invited us into relationships. And so I said, well, so we could do one of two things. We can walk away and keep shopping and start looking some more, and then we find things that don't have good beliefs or the other things we know are important. Or we could be part of the solution. It's like, how could we come in and make this a more welcoming and inviting place? And in 2020, January 2020, was invited to be staff here at New Life part-time, and then came on full-time in 2021. Well, one thing I like to say is in America, we're still fortunate enough on a Sunday morning when somebody wakes up at the end of their rope and they don't have an idea of what to do next. Most people still have a glimmer of, oh, it's Sunday, I should go to church. That's getting smaller and smaller. We still have that window. And so I want to be in a place, and I want to be a church that's available. When somebody says that, they're like, yeah, I can go down the street. I saw those people. They're right there in the middle of it, and I can go see what they're like.